I usually tell my Ghanaian friends that they are actually lucky to have a very good, intelligent, well-spoken president. Most of them will tell me it's a lie. Most times I think, is there a way we can swap presidents of countries so I can swap our own president and give them to Ghana? Because I don't see any reason why we have this president and another president in this country is actually doing way more than him. It is only our president that can say this to us.
We may be hungry, but we can manage our hunger.
Guys, the video I'm going to be playing right now is a video of the president of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, saying this wonderful, powerful prayer to the people of Ghana. When you see a president that is intentional about their country and about their people and the well-being of its people, you would know. Let's watch the video together, guys.
And if you follow the teachings of Paul, in Galatians, you know, it's not always been like this. So, the first time I preached in my church on Men's Ministry Day, you should have seen it was a disaster. Gradually, the divine unction is descending on me. And so, the Apostle Paul says in Galatians 6:2, he says, bear one another's burdens and so fulfill the law of Christ. It means that we must assist each other. We must show love to each other. We must love one another and help each other carry the burdens that they have in life. There are many around us who are struggling, not just spiritually, but also physically. Some are struggling emotionally, and some are struggling materially. There are people here who haven't eaten this today, just because they do not have what it takes to be able to buy a meal. And that's why Christ expects us to share generously. There are others too who have abundant. You ate breakfast, you ate lunch before coming here, and you go back home and there's fufu and light soup and aponche waiting for you. We must learn to share the burdens of others. If you can give that one meal, one aponche and light soup, aponche cracker and fufu, to somebody who can afford it, the blessings you get are multiple. He who gives receives more blessing than he who receives. In our communities, like I said, some go to bed hungry. Young people are losing hope. Families are burdened by the weight of unemployment, uncertainty, and inflation. And so as we reflect on the sacrifice that Jesus Christ made for us, let us ask ourselves, what sacrifices are we making for others? As we reflect on Jesus' sacrifices, let's ask ourselves, what sacrifices are we also making for others? Are we helping to lift someone up? Are we giving where we can? Are we standing for justice? And are we being the salt and light that Christ called?
Tinubu head to France for 2 weeks working visit to review his administration in France. Setima, the vice president, heads to Senegal. 2 of them are not around, are not in Nigeria. As you can see, Tinubu, the president of Nigeria, reading newspaper where terrorists unalive Nigerians, the people he's ruling. Bandit unalive 50-something people within 24 hours. Tinubu is in France, reading the news through newspaper and taking in wine in France. This will serve Nigerians right. Okay? 2027, you will vote again. You will take bribe again. Okay? He don't even care. Small thing happened in Rivers State. Tinubu was quick enough to declare state of emergency in Rivers State. But now, 52 people have been unalive by bandit within 24 hours. We have waited for state of emergency to happen in Platoon. No state of emergency in Platoon. Are you seeing the hypocrisy over there? This is what is happening. We are doomed in Nigeria. They don't care. The elite, they don't care. He went to France to review his administration with the imperial powers that are holding Africa, Nigeria down. Tinubu went to review his administration with them. It's a team are not even around. If only Nigerian soldiers know what they're supposed to do.
Now, well, so they say President Tinubu don't travel go France again, this time for a 2 weeks working visit. This will make the number 5 time the president they travel go France less than 2 years as president. Earlier this year, he was in France. Last year, November, he was on a state visit to France. About January, February 2024, he was in France. Shortly after his inauguration 2023, he was also in France. But the most shocking part of this current working visit, now the statement put out to me by the special advisor to the president on information and strategy, Mr. Bayo Ononuga. They say for this working visit, the president will use the period to appraise the midterm, performance of his government, to also reflect on the performance of his government, and that the retreat period will also deepen other reforms for the country. I say, wow, Nigeria is not a real place. Nigerian leaders are the luckiest set of people in the world. Nigerian politicians are the luckiest human beings anywhere in the world, because they can do anything and there will be no consequences. There are no consequences for whatever Nigerian politicians do. And the mere fact that the president's advisor put out this kind of statement shows you the level of see finish where they don't see Nigerians, and to see that we are intellectually incapacitated to put out this kind of unfortunate statements and release. That is a president of a sovereign nation with 36 states and FCT with 774 local governments want to reflect and retreat on his own performance as a leader. And none of these 774 local governments, they okay for the president. He need to wear clothes, enter plane with taxpayer money, and jet to a foreign country to reflect about his performance of his country from that foreign country. Hey, Nigerians, there is not level of see finish way past this one. Who do us like this? Who do me like this, Nigeria? And the mere fact where we say we as Nigerians don't they okay with this kind of irresponsible leadership makes it even more unfortunate. Nigerians, we are so used to bad leadership where we say if we see good leadership, we may not be able to recognize or appreciate it. So as it is now, I hope by the end of President Tinubu's leadership, he go down build Nigeria reach the level where we say when the French president for France won't reflect about his country, he go travel come Nigeria to reflect about his policy of France from Nigeria. Nigeria, but then again, there is a track record now. Not be him be the first. Buhari not do pass this one. Buhari was going to London to treat ear infection. His doctors were in London. There was a time he spent more than 3 months for London. What thing happened? At the end, the confidence be saying that INEC now they get as their backbone. No matter the calamity of leadership you provide, you can rig yourself back into power because the people you don't even need their participation for INEC to declare results. And tomorrow Buhari can even write a book about democracy. Nigeria is not a real place. Nigeria is a simulation. And then when you get up to speak about these irregularities, you become the problem. So the president want to reflect about his policy. There have been 30 days ranting challenge from youth. You come less than 2 years into your leadership, you increase price of fuel, increase electricity tariff, cost of living, insecurity, everything going on. Not one word from the president. But even if he speak, waiting you go talk. You travel, go overseas to go retreat. Meaning Nigeria not they okay to retreat. Those of us where they here, now mad with the mad. Now let mad people feel sit down here. This place is not reflectable. For you to reflect, you need to travel overseas. President want retreat, you not go Edo. For when today APC don't they come out openly, they talk saying that because of PDP they killed the 16 people. Politicizing an issue of insecurity and injustice in the country. You want to retreat, you not travel to Akure, where people have been protesting the killing of their citizens by herdsmen. You not go Benue, Plateau, Zamfara, the entire northeast, northwest, the entire country is a theater of blood. But you travel overseas for you to go and reflect. Nigeria, the only confidence and arrogance where these politicians get now INEC. If you don't reflect, you don't reform INEC, there is nothing we are doing. Because whether you do it or not, whether you like it or not, they will know how to get themselves back into power. On this INEC reform, I stand. For other countries, when crisis happen and a leader don't travel, he go cut short in trip, come back to come attend to the crisis. For my country, when there is crisis at home, the president dresses or board a plane and travel overseas to reflect on that crisis of his country from a foreign land. A round of applause for Nigerian politicians. They think when they go to for France, one day Nigerians go, no, God go help all of us and this country go better. This Nigeria, me I know that here, we live here. Nigeria must work in in our lifetime. May Nigeria find the courage to liberate ourselves, or we decide to remain in perpetual slavery. You know wonder. The people where they kill for Benue and for Plateau, they no protest. This country all die na die. We either decide to help ourselves, or we continue to receive the kind of leadership, rudderless leadership and irresponsible leadership that we get. Because now the way you sit down, now so cameraman go continue to snap you. Eku in your President Tinubu, Eku Farada, in your Nigeria, Eku reflection. God bless Nigeria.
See guys, when I say Ghanaians, you guys are actually so lucky to have the president, John Dramani Mahama. In fact, all the presidents of Ghana, they have been doing their best. They are trying their best. You know, when it comes to events, they are coming out supporting wholeheartedly. Look at this Kwahu event. President of Ghana was there to support. Look at my own president. People were buying in Plateau. He took the next available flight and he traveled down to France. And the worst part of it is that the same France he traveled to, the president of France left him that same day and traveled to Egypt to go better his own country. But you leave your own country in shambles, you leave your own country in poverty, you leave your own country in chaos. You travel to France for what I don't know. And this same president you went to see left you in his country and he traveled out of France to Egypt. See, if I tell you, say Nigerians, the kinds of ahead with our country is too much. If I should explain Nigeria to you, I don't know how long it's going to take me to explain this country to you, because I cannot explain. Insecurities are going on in the country. Our president is not even addressing the issue. He has not even come out to address the issue. He has not come out to address the issue. See, Ghanaians, you guys are very, very lucky and blessed. You guys are blessed, totally blessed. I wouldn't lie about this, because the country that I came from, Nigeria, I don't know how to explain that country. Charlie, I don't know. If I should explain it to you, even yourself not gonna understand. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about these two presidents? Like this video and share, and please turn on the bell notification. A lot of you have been watching the videos, you don't subscribe, you don't turn on the bell notification, so you can get notified whenever I post amazing content. Please always help me share my videos and subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye.